This video is an overview of the web version for Color My Life. While most of the functionality is the same as the mobile app, there are some unique features just for the web. At the top of the screen is the search bar. You want to use this when searching for your items. Below that are the sort and filter options. You can use these independently of each other or together to help you refine the list of items you're looking for. On the left-hand side are the menu options similar to the mobile app, where you can review your projects, your wish list, and your settings. In the top right corner are the display options. This is the default mode. The second option is list mode. The third option is the report format. This is the view that displays the most information about an item in the browse window. There are several sort options. Most recent is the default, but you can see we now have additional options that aren't available in the mobile app. With filters, you now have the option to search for values in addition to scrolling through the list. In this case, I'm searching on stamp, and I can pick one or more of the values that are displayed. The same goes for manufacturer as well as storage locations. Let's walk through an example of applying filters. I'm going to specify several categories that I want to view. First by searching, then by selecting them. And you can see when those filters are activated, they are added to the search criteria above, so you can see exactly what you filtered on. When you want to remove your filter criteria, the easiest way is just to click on the Reset filter. That will automatically remove any search criteria you have on your browse screen. To view or edit any of the item details, you simply click on that item, and on the right-hand side, another window will open with all the details. You'll notice that there's a column of icons on the right-hand side, and those give you some options on what you can do for that item. When you hover your cursor over them, you'll see the description for each of the options. I'm going to go ahead and select Edit Item, and this is where you can change any of the details for that item. You can add new images, you can change the storage location, add tags, but if you decide you don't want to make any changes, just simply close out this windows and it'll take you back to the browse screen. One of the best features of the web app is the ability to modify more than one item at a time. You can use the Select option in the upper left-hand corner of each of the items. At the bottom, the status message will tell you how many items have been selected, and you can see all of your options for making changes to these items at the same time. Simply hover your cursor over the icon to get a description for that functionality. In this example, I want to add a tag for all the interactive dies that I've selected. So I click on the first icon, and you'll see the items that are going to be modified. I type in my new tag, hit enter, and then I just click on the Add New Tags, and all of those items will be updated at the same time. We can verify that by just clicking on one of those items, and you can see you now have the tag for interactive die. Back on the browse screen, one of the filters allows you to toggle between items and sets. There's one option at the top where you just click on Sets Only or Items Only. When you select Sets Only, a list of all your sets will be displayed. You can click on any of the sets to see the contents of it, but you can also make changes here. In the upper right-hand corner, you'll see your options for sets. The first option is to edit your set. This is where you can rename it, or you can also change the color of the set folder. The second option is to add it to a project. It can be an existing one or a new one. And then lastly, you can delete the set. This does not delete the items in the set, just the set only. You can also add additional items to the set by either browsing your existing items or creating a new item directly from this screen. By clicking on the back button, it'll take you back to the list of all your sets again. The last thing I'm going to walk through on this video will be projects. We get a lot of questions about what do you use projects for, and there are a couple things you can use it for. One would be keeping track of what you've made and how you've made it, kind of like a recipe. Or it could be a way you could store all your inspiration for cards or scrapbooking pages, and then you can come back to them in the future. So in this case, I've created the recipe version for this card, which has an image of it, some color palette that I want to remember I used, and a few of the items that I added to that card. You can continue making changes to your project by just clicking on that plus sign in the bottom right corner, and you'll see all the options for modifying your project. That was a brief explanation of projects and concludes this video. I hope you found this video helpful and that you'll give the web version a try. Thanks.